Greetings, I'm Teak the Gamer, and this is Sonic Saturday. Last time, Sonic went on the offensive, wreaking havoc in the Spring Yard Zone. Now he's gone back underground in the Labyrinth Zone. The last two zones may have been labyrinths, but this one has the word right in the name, so you know right away what to expect. It's about at this point of the game when you realize that the speedy running sections of the first level were nothing more than bait. The fact is that the bulk of this game isn't about running fast, but navigating a variety of themed mazes. Of course, the big new gameplay twist of this zone is the introduction of underwater areas. Being underwater slows you down, forcing you to adjust the timing on all your movements. And unlike the plumber, Sonic can't hold his breath indefinitely. Stay underwater too long and the music will let you know you're in danger of drowning with one of the most intensive audio cues in video game history. Fortunately, there's a generous supply of air bubbles to extend your breath. In fact, compared to later games, there are so many of them that are so close together that it borders on ridiculous. I mean, is this really necessary? We've got a couple new enemies this time around, and they're more aggressive than in previous zones. Right at the start, you'll encounter this drill bot that waits for you to get up close before springing up at you. There's also a new kind of robofish, and this one actually stays in the water. And finally, there are floating balls that throw other floating spiked balls at you. Even though the enemies are a bit trickier in this level, the bigger danger comes from the liberal amount of hazardous objects. This level in particular pulls a nasty trick of using platforms to introduce you to sharp, pointy death. And then there's hiding spikes behind the walls. There are also gargoyles that spit fire at you. Fire that is somehow unimpeded by being underwater. Because why not? Magic fire. Act 3 introduces a gimmick that occasionally shows up in the series, the Infinite Waterfall. It's a mildly frustrating water slide that will loop forever until you make the precise blind jump to escape. Much like the Marble Zone, the Labyrinth Zone looks a lot like some sort of lost underground temple, except this one was flooded with water instead of lava. I'm not really sure why Sonic is in this zone. My guess is that Robotnik's territory is too dangerous to make a frontal assault on, so Sonic is using the secret underground path to get in unnoticed. This obviously isn't working all that well, since Robotnik is waiting for Sonic at the end of the level. On the other hand, maybe Sonic did catch Robotnik off guard, because there's no actual boss fight in this zone. You chase Robotnik up an incredibly frustrating climb filled with lances and fire. One hit can cause you to fall far enough that it becomes impossible to get back up before drowning. Ironically, this is one of the hardest boss encounters in the game, and you don't even fight a boss. Once you reach the top, Robotnik just runs off. That's it. End of the level. You don't even get to make anything explode. A little anticlimactic, but there you go. Tune in next week as Sonic takes his first step into the heart of Robotnik's domain.